And Matt and I didn't actually meet until 4 years ago today in 2015.
It is exactly 4 years today.
And the whole time in between me meeting her and me meeting him, she continued to tell me that there was this guy that would be perfect for me, and she wanted to set us up on a date. Time just kind of went on, and I had another friend who was working at Willie's, which is where I was working, and he kept coming into the restaurant, and she kept telling me, there's this guy, and he's gonna be perfect for you. Like, I wanna set you guys up.
I was a regular at a barbecue joint. Something told me that I needed to go eat barbecue that day. And I walked in, and she happened to be my waitress.
A few weeks later, he walks into the restaurant, and when he walked in, I knew who he was immediately. So he sits down, we start conversation, and I realize that not only is this the guy that my best friend that works with me has been telling me about, but it was also the same guy that my other friend had been telling me about for years.
One of the waitresses that I knew regular, I asked her, I said, who is she? She goes, oh, it's Bethany, you'll love her. I said, oh. I said, I'm gonna ask her out on a date.
He looked at the girl that I was working with and said, I'm gonna ask her for her number. And I looked at the girl I was working with and I said, I think I'm gonna let him take me out on a date.
I asked her out, and it took me 3 times asking her out because I was an arrogant little shit.
He asked me out on a date by saying, so where are we going to dinner? And I said, yeah, no, we're not, that's not how you're gonna ask me out on a date. And he said, well, where do you wanna go eat? And I said, no, I'm not sure about that. And he said, oh, okay, will you go on a date with me? And so I said, yeah, sure, let's do it.
So where do you want to go to eat? And she goes, is that how you're really gonna ask me? I said, well, what's for dinner? Where are we going? She said, no, it doesn't work that way. I said, all right, will you go on a date with me? She said, yeah.
And so we went to Takoyaki, and it was super awkward because we sat side by side, and I ate, I think, twice as much as he did and talked way too much the whole time. Throughout the greenway, there was like this perfect climbing tree. So I looked at him and I said, give me a boost, I'm climbing this tree.
Talking, we walked for about 6 miles, just conversating. We got to a tree on the greenway, and she was like, this is a great climbing tree. So I helped her up in the tree, and she goes, well, are you coming? I said, yeah.
And you probably thought I was nuts, but he boosted me up in the tree, and I looked down and I said, are you coming? And he jumped up in there with me, and told me later that he thought to himself, either she's gonna kiss me or she's gonna jump out of this tree. So I'm guessing she'll take the latter.
So I climbed up, and we got high enough, and I was like, all right, we don't need to get up any further. The limbs are a little shaky. And she goes, okay. And I leaned in for a kiss, and it was either she was gonna jump out of the tree or she was gonna kiss me. So it worked out, and we've been together ever since. And I wouldn't change it a bit.
We dated for about 5 days after that, and then we were together, and here we are.
4 years ago today, I met the woman of my dreams. And I think there's a higher power involved because today is a very special day for me and my family. It is my great-grandfather's birthday, who is one of the biggest male influences in my life. And I think he had something to do with this.
To my future, never did I think I'd find someone to share my life with. My pains, my fears, my sorrows, my joys, my laughs, and my loves with. I know in my heart that 1 month and 9 days before I took a breath, my soulmate was born. I promise to be here every step of the way in this relationship. I promise to share your pains, your fears, your sorrows, your joys, your laughs, and your loves the way you do for me. I promise to put every effort into us and to never say the word divorce, to always fight to be your ally. I promise to never stop trying, to never stop kissing you, and to never stop fighting for us. I promise to love Tyson as my own and to nurture the rest of our children. I promise to do the best I can to make your dreams come true. I love you with all my heart, and I cannot wait to say I do to you. I love you. Your future, Bethany.
And now, by the tokens of your marriage vows, and by the virtue of the authority vested in me as a minister of Christ and His church, I now pronounce you husband and wife. Wherefore, what God hath joined together, let no man put asunder. Oh yeah, Matt, you may kiss your bride. Can I present to you for the very first time Mr. and Mrs. Matt Propst?
Hearts worth falling for. Oh, and with open arms I'll carry yours. Come, rain or shine, I'll cover you up and calm the skies. As long as you are mine, I'll be there when you need me. You can count on it every time. It won't always be easy, but just as sure as the sun will rise, I'll be there when you need me. With every tear that falls from your eyes, oh, you have me completely. I'll be there when I'll be there when you need me. Trust, it builds a home, and ours is a sacred place where we both belong. Faith, a planted tree,